So yes, there's different geometries now. Just as there's different, I mean, there's all sorts of strange forms of numbers. I mean, the first numbers are natural numbers. Then they discovered, you know, irrational numbers. And then they invented imaginary numbers, right? And you know, the story of numbers is absolutely extraordinary. It's the same as the geometries, right? First of all, the mathematicians played with all sorts of ridiculous things, like the square root of -1, which can't exist. They played with all these strange things. But then they found, with the development of quantum mechanics, that amazingly, certain laws, writing down certain laws, just like inverse square law, which is a very simple one, right? You know, gravitational attraction is proportional to 1 over d squared, right? They found that in describing quantum behavior of matter at a quantum level, you had to use things like the square root of -1 in the formula, right? Mm. That I find, again, like these cosmic abundance is spooky. What force conceivable apart from an intelligence could have structured nature with the square root of -1 in? Think about it.
I hear you.
What conceivable way could the universe be like that? I mean,
and that's where I would say it's intelligent. You have to believe because
I agree.
It's way too sophisticated, and that's not even that doesn't even capture it.
It's these facts are really, there's a few facts now in modern science which are absolutely stunning.
Great question I have for you then. What was your most recent aha moment? Because you know where you just drop into that deeper piece where things just clicked, where all of a sudden you felt like you were able to synthesize.
I think it was looking at a fractal pattern in Pascal's triangle. Do you know what Pascal's triangle is?
I'm very familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, you are right. Well, there's a fractal pattern there. All sorts of fractal patterns in the actual triangle itself.
When did that happen?
It happened a few weeks ago, and I was.
Can you explain it?
When I was preparing that talk. Well, yeah, I mean, basically, I was wondering really to some extent what clear evidence you could find to show that, you know, mathematics was something which men had discovered. As Penrose describes it, you know, he describes it, in fact, mathematics, you see mathematical truths in Plato's eternal realm.
I understand.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
In other words, it's not that, in fact, we invented that proof, or, you know, a great mathematician sort of...
It's self-sustaining.
Yeah, it's in there straight away.
I understand.
And of course, in his book, The Road to Reality, which is one of a real classic, I would say.
Who wrote that?
Penrose, Roger Penrose in Cambridge, actually, called The Road to Reality. He spends the first few chapters sort of defending his Platonism, that there is an eternal realm of mathematical truth, which transcends everything. And mathematicians discover it, right? And I was interested in that, but for me, it was just looking at the fractal pattern in Pascal's triangle. I think it's of odd numbers. It's the way the odd numbers make a beautiful set of triangles. And that I thought was absolutely amazing, because nobody could have invented that.
Exactly.
Nobody. Exactly. I mean, I'm not a mathematician, not remotely like Fred Hoyle or Penrose, right? But on the other hand, I can see that very clearly. I'm going to present it this afternoon.
Beautiful. Which
proves clearly that mathematics is not a human invention, and therefore that in fact there's something out there.
It's a human discovery.
Discovery.
That actually relates to the evolution of humanity, if you will. As we evolve and our understanding continues to grow,
we discover.
Doesn't our observations become also more mature, if you want to call it that? Wouldn't you say that over time, right? Isn't that what happened?
Yes.
So isn't our job as human beings, if we really do want to assist nature, it seems to be going in this entropic position, to mature up our understanding of things, to always be in a process of discovery?
Yes.
Wouldn't that also help usher in the new?
It may well do. I mean, as I say, obviously you're thinking about things in different ways to me.
I have patience, that's why. I'm looking everything through the filter of how can I best serve the people that come to me.
Yeah.
So I love to work with intention, to find out what do you want to move toward. You know, what has the universe set in motion for you, life's intelligence, your own makeup. What's going to help you be as most present in this moment as you can to support evolution, to support your own growth, your own development, and to be proactive in that movement, rather than reactive, or rather than move away from to move toward, rather than moving away from pain, move toward peace, anything. So I'm always looking as a healer, as a facilitator, as a healthcare practitioner, on what I can do to help people participate more in their own well-being. So
Right.
I am coming in with such a huge prejudice, even while I'm talking to you. I cannot divorce myself
Sure,
from
yeah.
those eyes.
I know.
I am committed to this. I'm so devoted to this.
Right, yeah.
You know, this is between me and whatever, right? And you know that even as you're speaking, I can only hear through a filter. I would love to divorce myself from that filter, but I haven't figured that out yet.
Okay, no. That's fine, actually, yeah. Yeah. So basically, yeah, I mean, it's an ongoing thing.
It is.
And it's exciting to be alive, and it's exciting to experience what's going on. It's incredible.